Hello everyone, this is Aether Dragon, and welcome back to another episode of Fire Emblem Heroes. So I kind of forgot to record replays for this week, but pretty expected for this new defense. It's still a simple defense, but it definitely just does its job. Not very well, but it does its job. So here we have the first usage of the new duo Athun, however you want to pronounce your name. I tend to just say Athun because why not? And they're just going to go ahead, activate the duo skill, and plop her on the defense tile in range of Panic Manor. So yeah. I do find that Panic Manor location during Anima season can definitely be a bit more challenging for some people to deal with because a lot of people have to go without ranged units, so it definitely can be a struggle to get rid of it. Well, which is kind of why I have it there, because obviously if you just give people a free defense tile, that's not going to end well for you most of the time, unless you have stuff to tech against it. This week I didn't really get to see Lunge Gale Force come into play here, but here they're just going to do the good old bait. But unfortunately we're trolling, so we have attack tactic because why not? So Eloed is 72 attack, so he's going to do quite a bit of damage. It's not lethal, but it's close enough to lethal. Here Lunge Gale Force does come into play, but it's like Eloed can't actually kill Naga, so it's kind of awkward. But Crom's gonna do the good ol' 10,000 IQ Kappa to change fate combo with the heavy trap. Totally not rigged, but at this point they don't have a chance against the memes Kappa. Especially since Healing Tower's there in a pretty solid spot. Very difficult for people to pick off. And Duma is at full HP, so Kronya, however you want to pronounce her name, isn't going to get a chance to counter there. I don't even know if she had close counter. At this point I just kind of assume if people do have her on offense, probably running close counter. If not, it's probably just like a semi-range tank variant, but it would be a little bit strange. So here we're going to remove the tactics room, which I don't know if that really helps Crom out or not, but looks like they're just getting set up here. Pretty straightforward. Probably going to break like the tactics room here, or they're just going to go in for the attack. But of course they're not going to run away too well. Because, well, Eloed, the whole design of this is Eloed moves and then he gets danced. Very straightforward. And if, like usual, he one-shots stuff again, so no to change fate value either. So they're just gonna pretty much be able to clean up okay from here, except Legendary Crom exists, so he's gonna hurt a bit. And at this point, well, it's definitely kind of awkward. Wings of Mercy popping in, so not very good odds at that point. Another surrender. Yeah, this is pretty much, the defense is kind of engineered to try and troll the end turn meta, but it doesn't exactly work against the top end ones, but I didn't really see that this season, so I don't get to showcase that. And honestly, I'm not concerned about that matchup because honestly, I'm gonna be real, we're never gonna be able to handle that stuff. Their healing tower happens to not be in the relevant columns here, but they're going to use their bonus doubler Nagi under Panic Manor, which is never great. So Crom's just gonna one round KO there, and he can use to change fate to snipe off Eloed. And we can get the Wings of Mercy popping in. So not a great spot for them, and so they're just gonna surrender. So yeah, the team basically, it's just a complete rush spam trying to rush the enemy as much as possible, so if they can handle it, then it's a win. If they can't, then well, rip. Person has a strong first column, max level 6 catapult, so I think you know how this is gonna go. I also, like, I cannot care to defend against Gale Force strats, which is precisely why I kind of just leave the bolt tower around, because it's really not going to matter. I highly doubt, even if they couldn't get the chip damage in, I highly doubt they would have struggled to get Gale Force going. Just considering how much damage they did to Duma like that. Of course, having the Brazen Range is nice and all, but yeah. Legendary Leaf's definitely strong for Gale Force, hit and run, just a lot of strategies. But of course, he's a water legendary hero, which definitely makes things a little bit complicated. Their Altina there, running a pretty okay Gale Force set. The only problem being, of course, she gets the guaranteed double, but she only has 57 attack, so proccing Heavy Blade is non-trivial against Duma defenses like mine, but it doesn't matter in this case because their main engine, Legendary Leaf and Valuria, definitely going to make it pretty easy for them to just sweep. But in general, most people don't have the resources to do stuff like that. Here we're going to see a broadleaf strategy. Of course, the big thing is you just gotta have enough kill power and execute. I'm not entirely sure Vantage is, like, if you can get rid of the healing tower, it's definitely pretty strong. If you can get a ridiculously high attack stat, also pretty strong, but I don't know. I'm not sure how strong Vantage would be. I think Vantage would be pretty strong if you could take out, if you're a pretty strong blue, probably. Definitely would not recommend a red if Elowood's not chipped down. But they're going to go ahead and throw in the chip damage, which really is only going to help out against the Duma matchup. That's not going to even get to attack. But Crom's just going to chill there. And Duma is surprisingly kind of bulky on the before the debuffs, of course, because he gets like 40 defense, and if the enemy is below 100% HP, he also gets 43 res, and then on the defense tile, that stuff's in the 50s. So with 48 HP, sometimes it definitely can be kind of difficult to Vantage kill that. There, Legault barely doesn't die. Obviously, if Altina had a Sheriff's Chosen proc, then that wouldn't have happened. But Ripperino's there. And here's just another pretty well executed shenanigans here. Just a good old Gale Force and using a net here. Aldo using reposition, so not utilizing Crusher for ridiculous movement, which I don't think is necessary most of the time if you're a melee cav. Some matchups against like range cav defenses or whatnot might be helpful, but yeah, you do have to burn your action to give that +1 movement, so it's a little awkward. At this point, they know that heavy trap's real, so it looks like they're just going to activate it and get the heck out of there, which is perfectly reasonable. Seems fine. I do feel like they could have made better use of their units, maybe broken some structures. Not sure. Probably not. But at this point, they're just preparing to go in now. Seems like they're ready to go. And now it's just going to be the roller coaster ride. Pretty easy one-run KO there, and Elowood can just go meme roll. They're going to use a net to take out Legendary Crom because he's not that fast. So, and she's green, so that helps out. Also, the 100% total Duma synergy kappa. That will never get old. Go take Elowood out because his base speed is not that great. He gets 7 from initiating, which is definitely helpful for his speed. But yeah, mine is not really suited for that. And they're just going to pick up the Aether structures and win. So pretty, again, Wings of Mercy. Just being able to get your units in there, because it is really just, my defense is kind of just the nuke wars. Who nukes faster? Because if you try and pick off and run, you have to run carefully, for sure. It's not exactly straightforward to just run. Here we have Fallen Tiki with only 65 HP, so she actually still gets hit by the Panic Manor even before Duma. But yeah, the Duma anti-synergy with Legendary Crom is just a meme. Like, using 2 upheavals to reduce their HP below 100% so his matchups are worse against all of them. kind of totally great, Capo. Of course, if you reduce their HP enough, I mean, there's some relevance to it because, you know, he also debuffs attack, so maybe he doesn't die. There, Duma just memes Fallen Tiki out the window after Panic Ploy. So they're just, nope, they're out of there. And well, last 2 matches of the season seeming like, again, pretty straightforward stuff. This is pretty well executed as well, except, well, just not enough firepower, honestly. His Reinhardt here has plenty of firepower against most of my units, like, especially if he's gonna get chipped for damage like this, then of course Crom doesn't debuff his attack by 6, so he gets up to 12 more damage there, so he can definitely get some value. They're just gonna go ahead and run, and so we all know what's going to happen next. We see Elowood go, and he picks up the kill on Altina, and he's able to one-shot there, and Legault can't double, 10 out of 10, 42 speed. I think he was getting hit by chill speed though, so he probably had like 40 speed, so yeah. Legault not fast enough, feels bad, man. And Crom's not going to be able to do anything to actually attack, which is bad for him. So he's just going to be able to pick up free kill on Crom, and free kill on Duma if he wants, but of course taking out Legault first. At this point they can just clean up to win. It's not like Duma is in vantage range, or has enough attack to actually do anything. He actually almost lives, but not really. He could have just taken out Olivia first and got a special up anyways, so just waited for him to get off the defense tile. Plenty of time, so nothing really big there. Got a healed at 134 health on Legendary Leaf, am I right? Yep, hit and run. Pretty, if you execute it, it's okay. You mostly have to deal with Elowood, and then maybe to change fate depending on what you're running. It can definitely be a struggle though. And in particular for this map, Legendary Leaf doesn't like that forest tile. So it can be a bit difficult. You have to go through the bolt traps if you want to go from the left. Which again, people are welcome to use it to their advantage if they like. I don't really care that much. So they're just gonna go all in here. Just all out attacking because they don't have many better options here. They're just gonna go for the tactical sack on Naga here. And of course I can only ever kill 1 unit here, so they should have a clean kills from here on out. And Leaf's just going to proc a special and take out Legault easily. So yeah. I wonder how things are gonna be outside of water season. There's kind of a, I don't want to say duality, but it's like during water season, Legendary Crom gets stronger, but people also have Legendary Leaf. So I feel like it's to other people's advantage, but when it's not water season, I feel like Crom's definitely not going to be doing much. He's mostly probably just going to be there for the spook factor. I don't feel like I can get his speed up enough to be spoopy. Like if I could get a couple of leaves or something, maybe, but in general, yeah, about what I expected for this defense. People hitting end turn or getting caught by Elwood, Lunge Gale, Force, Wings of Mercy, all that usual stuff I've been pulling. But yeah, at this point, looks like we probably skim for top 6k here. And we did pretty well on defense this week again. So, not too bad. We actually did have a... Was it a perfect offense? I don't think it was a perfect offense. It was kind of close to one. I think I lost one match. Something like that. So unfortunately, we are exactly 34 lift short of tier 26, but with a plus 130 lift team, that really, it was just abusing legendary Julia bonus on offense. Yeah, definitely. No, actually, it was really far off from a perfect offense. I definitely dropped a lot of units everywhere because team's pretty wheelchair, gotta say. But, well, we're learning. So, Legion's battles, can't do much better than that. Dropping ranks every week. And tier 21. So last week, the cutoff was like 3,810. And it looks like we probably do skim it out and stay in for a week, another week. Definitely dropping out next week because it's no longer water season, but I've had my time, fun time, staying up in tier 21 and destroying arena assault rankings. But yeah, unfortunately, this week the matchmaker was just not nice to us, and we couldn't get into top 50. I feel like if we actually got a decent matchmaker, it doesn't take that much more to get these scores, but it's just all up to the matchmaker. And there's a few people you might have again seen with the fixed mythic bug name. Couple of them actually do have ridiculously low scoring teams. Like this team here scores again 754 to 764, but I saw like a 748 because of the mythic scoring bug, but I don't know if it's a bug. Pretty sure it is, but it doesn't seem like they're gonna fix it. But anyways, enough ranting. We'll be back when the results drop in. Well, I meant to hit the record button that I misplaced on my screen, but I went in here, so here we go. Maintenance also finished, so that's the thing. Tactics room bonus, alright. I mean, yeah, nothing really changes. We just toss that and place tactics room, which is probably gonna do us no good. Alright. Legion's battles, 66. Nothing too special there. Guess I should move to like this team. And we're pretty borderline for staying in tier 21, but the score actually did hold up, so that's the last week before we drop out. Feels bad, man. And Arena Assault, not quite top 50, but I'll still screenshot it. So, yep, pretty much back to the normal shenanigans. Probably much fewer videos. I'll see if I have some time to record the next episode of the Damage Calc series, but until then, thanks for watching. As always, this is Aether Dragon, and hope to see you all next time. Bye.